Hello and welcome to Excellent Watch. My name is Tim Sturdivant. Got the old scuba dude out here today. Got him out here today because, I call him John. He reminds me of John Malkovich somehow. Anyway, got the scuba dude out here today because we're going to put these two iconic watches in a foot race against each other. The iconic Vostok Amphibia and the iconic Seiko SKX, which will emerge victorious. Okay, the Vostok Amphibia and the SKX. We have the Volkswagen bus here covering our result. Let's get started. Price, value for money. Well, I got the SKX after it had been discontinued for a while. And I was one of those in the mad rush to get an SKX. I got this one on Amazon. I think the price at that time was $340. And I think it's worth every penny. And I think these watches punch well above their weight as far as value for money. But you can't ignore the fact that I paid $66 for this iconic piece, the Vostok Amphibia. $66. The cult following of this watch is also respected among collectors, among enthusiasts. And as I mentioned a minute ago, there's a cult following of these watches. They are just so very, very popular. For 66 bucks, can't ignore that. So, value for money, that goes to the Amphibia. Dial. Let's talk about the dials on these watches for a minute. Now, both these watches are very legible. No problem reading these watches. The dials are very even, I would say. I ordered this watch because it didn't have a date complication. I liked the way that the Arabic numerals went around. So, as far as dial, let's see what we got here. Ooh, they both get a 10. Case finish. Well, the case finishing on these watches are just fabulous. If you can see that. Case finishing is awesome. This is the 420 case. Just awesome there. And of course, the Saratsu polishing on the SKX. You know what that's like. Beautiful polishing. So as far as case finish, let's see what we got here. They both get a 10. Then we're going to talk about crystal. Now, we got Hardlex and we got latex acrylic. This latex acrylic crystal is by design. Under water pressure, this crystal will press down into the rubber gasket going around the inside of the watch. The back of the case will press in as well. And under extreme water pressures, this latex acrylic crystal can spread out over that gasket as much as a centimeter. That is ingenious design. The Hardlex crystal. People have problems with the Hardlex. They feel like it's a scratch. On the Mohs scale of hardness, diamond is a 10, sapphire is a 9, and Hardlex is an 8. Will it scratch? Yes. Will it scratch as easily as some say? No. I've had this watch for a little while. It's my go-to watch. It's the favorite watch of my collection. This and my Alpinist are my two favorites. I've never had a problem with the Hardlex. Now, Jody over on Just One More Watch said that he's never had a Hardlex crystal that he didn't scratch. And I think maybe just some people are just harder on things than others. I have a friend of mine that's just hard on vehicles. And so, yeah, with the crystals, let's see what they get. They both get 9s. Cool. Let's talk about bezels. Now, when we talk about the bezels on these watches, we have to be very careful because I believe that the SKX, as far as the bezel, fits more of the Western ideology. But these watches are from two very different ideologies. When we order, and when I say we, as Amphibia fans, when we order and receive a Vostok, we know what to expect with the bezel. It's a bidirectional bezel. It doesn't have any clicks, but there's some firmness there. Now, I've never done it. I've never experienced, but I've seen online where under heavier water pressures, the bezel actually becomes tighter. I've never done that, but I've seen that online. And when we SKX fans receive our SKS, we know what to expect with that bezel. It's a bidirectional bezel. It's 120 click. And this one has no play. This is the J version, which, you know, it's just awesome. And it fits more the Western ideology when these two watches are from two different ideologies. I'm going to get that back straight there just so it doesn't bother me. So what do we get for bezel? They both get 9s. Straps. Let me talk to you about the straps that came on these watches. This is the straps that came on my SKX. And I tried to wear them and think that if I broke them in, that they would feel better. But I didn't last a day until I had it on a NATO. I think it was nice of them to put the Hokusai wave of Kanagawa there. I don't know if you can see that. But as far as the straps, they were plasticky and not comfortable. The straps that came on my Amphibia, tropical straps, very, very nice feeling. I would put these straps back on the watch and wear these straps again because they are very comfortable, very silicone feeling straps. So as far as straps, what do we get? Amphibia gets 10. Seiko gets a 9. Movement. Now, these watches have very different movements. This watch is in the 420 case. It has a 2415 movement, which is windable. It is not hackable, but it is windable. Now, there are some tricks that you can use to hack these watches, but I don't do that because I don't want to do anything to damage the inner workings of the watch. But it is windable where the 7S26 movement is not windable or hackable. So as far as movement, the Amphibia gets 9, SKX gets an 8. Lume. Here's the lume shot. Of course, the SKX is on the right. Amphibia is on the left. Man, look at the SKX, man. Just glow like a banshee. The Vostok is very legible. You can see the pip on the second hand. You can very clearly see the hour and minute hand. Look at that doggone Seiko, man. That thing is just lit up like a Christmas tree over here. So, So, lume. The Amphibia gets 8. The SKX gets a 10. And you know, I forgot to do my wrist check. I'm sorry about that. Today, I'm wearing my Casio 168. Very cool watch. Love that watch. Very retro. Brand. Now, these watches are very compatible. very compatible as far as brand. Both these watches are very well known. Both these watch companies are very well known. There's a cult following of both these watches. Both these watches are respected by collectors, by enthusiasts. So as far as brand, we come even. X Factor. Which one do you feel better wearing? Do you feel better wearing the Amphibia or the SKX? Well, again, both these watches are very respected in the watch community. Both these watches are icons of the watch community. And both these watches, again, have cult followings. So, again, X Factor, we're even at 10 for a grand total score. Oh, the Vostok beat out the SKX by 1 point. And I think what got it is value for money, because to get a watch like this for $66, I mean, I just don't know how they do it. It's a very respected watch. It's an iconic watch. It's an ingeniously designed watch. Everything about this watch has function. Even the wobbly crown is a function. I mean, if it's designed so that if it takes a hit on a doorway or a rock or something like that when you're diving, you won't hurt the insides of the watch. $66. I mean, what can I say? It's crazy. It's awesome for this watch. And again, you know, this is my go-to watch. I'm sorry. This is my go-to watch. I feel very fortunate to have these watches, especially watches like this, in my collection. Very iconic watch. A very respected watch. Just excellent watch. Okay, that's been our video for today. If you liked it, please comment, like, and subscribe. Please leave a comment, and we'd really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.